What's up, what's up?
Yeah.
I was walking down the street when out the corner of my eye I saw a pretty little thing approaching me. She said, I never seen a man who looks so all alone. Or could you use a little company?
Hey all you Bulldog fans, you're watching the 5th episode of What's Up, What's Up. I'm Stratton.
And I'm Camille. In case you were wondering what you're watching, this is a news program that features tech and its students. And we'd like to hear what you've got going on campus, so if you want to share anything with us, email us at techtv@latech.edu. And next, we're going to talk about some sports. So what do you got for us, Stratton?
Well, as most of you know, Louisiana Tech's football team played Mississippi State at Mississippi State, and we didn't win, but the overtime was really awesome to watch. I mean, it was just a really heated game.
Yeah.
If you didn't get to watch it, maybe somehow find a way to, or if you want, on October the 7th at 6 p.m., Louisiana Tech's football team is playing again. And in case you're keeping score, their record right now is 1-3.
Yep. So next, we have another soccer game, and that's going to be October 2nd at 1 p.m. We're playing New Mexico State, and currently their record is 7 wins, 2 ties, and 4 losses. And they look like they're doing pretty good, so go out and support your Lady Texters.
And we have a volleyball game coming up, which is on September the 29th at 7 p.m. And the volleyball team's record right now is 8-8. Sorry.
We're not doing good with these records.
I know. We just can't get it right. Anyway.
Yeah, so the golf team is going to be playing soon. They are playing October 3rd and October 4th at Squire Creek. So if you're in Student, go ahead and check them out. If you're not in Student, just drive over there and check. It's like 15 minutes. It's a good drive.
And
good
Squire
golf
Creek's
course.
a good golf course.
It's a nice place. So go out and support your Bulldogs.
Wear your khakis.
Yeah.
Next, we have an interview with Dr. Simmons. He's a character. I can tell you, I had him in the class. Camille's had him in the class. He's awesome. He's the head of the honors program, and we have an interview telling you about all that good stuff.
Hi, we're here with Dr. Rick Simmons, the honors director here at Louisiana Tech. How are you today?
Fine, how are you?
Oh, yeah, that's good. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about your background? How did you get to become the honors director?
I've been at Tech about 15 years. I'm a professor of English, and probably about 4 years ago, I was named director of the Center for Academic and Professional Development. And what you do in that job is, we do things to train faculty and work with different faculty and staff tools for, professional development. And then about 1.5 to 2 years ago, the current honors director left the job. And I was just asked to do it. I mean, it was just really as simple as that. I didn't.
No special, obstacle course or anything?
I didn't go apply for it or anything. In fact, the director who was here at the time had been talking to me about who I thought, might want to do this job. And my main thing was I figured since I had a job that I would stay there and they would probably put someone else in this position, but as it turned out, they asked me to do it, and I've been very happy with that decision. I mean, I think at first it caught me off guard when I was asked, but I've been very pleased in this job. I think this is the best job on campus, quite frankly.
Okay.
It really is. It is.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you like your job. So you've already answered. You've been the honors director for 2 years now?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct? Okay. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about the program? What courses do you offer, and how many students are in the program?
Okay. Well, typically what we try to do with the honors program is because all students here have to take those general education requirements, those 45 hours of math and English and history and social sciences and
all the fun classes.
And all the things that sometimes students are a little reluctant to take because they say, well, I came here to major in engineering, or I came here to major in architecture. Why do I have to take this? And
right.
and that's understandable, but every university does this, and every state does this, where they make you need to be well-rounded, so you have to take classes outside of your discipline. Well, what we do in honors is we try to offer all of those classes and then some as honors options. So, for someone like yourself in the School of Architecture, you're still going to have to take history. So we offer that 5 different ways you can do that actually in honors. And so when you have to take that history course, you take it as an honors course, and a lot of our courses do double duty. You know, you can use our classes for English or history because we have a pretty balanced content in those classes. And we do that because our students have very different needs. So mostly what we offer are those general education requirements. Let you, take your music appreciation as an honors course or your sociology as an honors course. And of course some of the benefits of that are that our classes are very small. As you know, you're an honors student. Yet classes are very small, 20 students maximum. We cap them. So, as opposed to having 200 students in a history class, you'll have 20 students in a history class. And for some of those really large sections, an honors course is a great alternative because most of our honors students probably throughout high school have been used to that small classroom setting. So that's what we offer them in terms of that.
Well, that's good.
The students, you ask about the students too. How many students? This is an ever-changing number, and it's a good problem to have, but our program has really grown the last few years. We haven't crunched the final numbers for this fall yet, but it looks like we have roughly 800 students who are eligible for honors, and probably at any given time, about half of those will be actively involved. We filled 614 registered seats in honors classes. This fall, there, of course, is some duplication there, but I'd say there's probably about 400 different students who are taking honors classes this fall.
That's a big number. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, it's really grown a lot. It has been something that really just in the last couple of years we've seen this great surge, and it's because of our students. I mean, we're getting better students here.
Well, that's good. Okay, so about how many faculty members do you have involved? Because obviously there's a lot of classes and students.
Yeah, and it varies because we don't really have, the only dedicated faculty member we have in honors is me. I'm the only one who
Good job.
who just well, and by dedicated doesn't mean I'm the only one committed to it, but
right.
This is my job to teach honors classes really with an English thrown in once in a while. So all of our other faculty members, we will pull them or they will be given to us for maybe one class once in a while. So for example, if we do a sociology class, one quarter it might be one instructor, and the next quarter it might be another instructor. The same for English and history and everything else. So it's a very flexible number. I'd say 20 to 30 different faculty probably teach honors courses. But again, that number is always in flux.
Right. Okay. Well, what do you like best about the program? Obviously, you're involved in a lot of the program, so.
Yeah, I think probably what I like best are the students. I like working with the students. Mm-hmm. All the years that I taught in English, because I always loved teaching, what bothered me the most was students who really weren't committed, and I would realize that if I taught an English class upstairs, say the sophomore survey, a lot of those students didn't really want to be there. They were there because their curriculum said they had to be there. And sometimes you kind of get that attitude from students like, I don't want to be here, I don't want to come to class, and all that sort of thing. And so sometimes that can be a bit frustrating as a professor, and I think we all go through that. The really good thing about honors is the students are extremely dedicated, and that still doesn't mean that someone in engineering, say, may want to take that English class, but they're so used to being high achievers, I think, in many cases, that they will really throw themselves into it anyway. I mean, they'll say, if I have to be here, then I'm going to make an A, and I'm going to work really hard. And one of the things last year, my first year teaching honors, that I found so surprising is one of the first honors classes I taught, it had, of course, 20 students in it. 17 of the students in that class never missed a day. And the other 3 who did miss a day, 2 of them brought me doctor's notes. And I mean, as somebody who's taught here for a while, that's exceptional to have that kind of attendance and so forth. So I mean, I think that's probably what I like best. I like the students. I like their energy and enthusiasm, and it's good to be able to teach classes where you kind of get that feedback there. There's a really good vibe in those rooms.
Definitely. That sounds nice. So, how has the program improved since its beginning years? up until now, I guess.
Well, I think what's happened here is it's not so much the program improving as the students improving. And, again, when I came here 15 years ago, we had good students. That's not to say that we didn't. But we were in that ascent in terms of increasing our minimum ACT for enrollment, and it had become a selective admissions university. I don't know how many years before I got here, but not too many. And so what I've seen over the years is the students getting better and better. I think that has been reflected in the honors program. This fall we had 422 freshmen who were eligible to be in the honors program. Looking back at records even a decade ago, you were looking at 100 or so. And in fact, this fall we've raised the minimum entrance requirement for the honors program to an ACT of a 27, because you can't keep increasing your student population exponentially and give them classes. And so we've had to kind of rein it in some and make it a little bit harder to get in than it once was. But that's the thing I think that's really improved. We're offering more classes. We're doing more things and working out into different majors more so than it used to be. We have engineering has its own honors set up over there where they have dedicated engineering classes and honors. We started it in architecture this fall. But all of that still is not a reflection of me or what I've done or anybody else. It's a reflection of the students. I mean, when you have good students, you have to serve those students.
Right. Well, that's cool. So if a student were interested in joining, say they really love this interview, how would the student go about doing that? What do they need to do?
What we do is when a student comes here, if they meet those minimum requirements, if they have that 27 on the ACT, which just changed in September. So a student who came in this past summer with a 26 was still eligible. What we do is we automatically put them in the program. We automatically enroll them in the program. Now, if they choose not to take classes or participate, that's fine. We don't hound them and we don't chase them down, and we just leave them on the books in case they do decide. But say that you weren't automatically rolled in, or sometimes people get missed with 12,000 students. Sometimes you miss someone who should be. All they would really need to do is come by the honors office and talk to me, and there are ways to get in the program even if you don't have that 27. We have some really good students who have lower ACT scores than that, but they're such good students, their GPA has kind of borne out that they belong in the honors program. And I think, as most students know, that ACT, the day you start college, it really doesn't mean a whole lot anymore. It's just a place for us to kind of jump off.
Right.
But if a student comes here and say he's been here a couple of quarters and didn't have that entry-level ACT score, comes in a couple of quarters, takes some classes, has a 3.5 or better, I'll let them in the program. We'll give them a try one quarter. If they do fine, then we'll keep them in the program. And so there are other ways, and they would just really need to come, shoot me an email. The honors website's right off the main tech page, or come by and see me.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Simmons.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Dr. Simmons, our honors director. Well, that was a really great interview. The honors program is actually a really great program. I'm involved in it, and I think it's a lot of fun and it's a great opportunity. So if you have the means, go ahead and go for it, because I think it's a great opportunity.
Yeah. And for some college news, some things on campus, we have some interesting things for you. Come on, start us off with that.
Okay, definitely. Typing for 10 is back, and they will be in the Student Center and Tolliver from 9 to 5, September 29th through October 21st, so they'll be there about a month. And in case you were wondering what Typing for 10 is, you just go and you type and you get $10.
Pay for lunch, something. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, so go for it.
Everyone can use $10.
Make you use the research.
Yeah. Next, we have our Top Dog competition. It's Tech's annual Top Dog competition. It is a really big thing on campus. People go and they, if you're creative, if you're one of these people that have the next innovative idea, like the Snuggie or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just join it, fill out the forms. It's really simple, and just turn them in on time. Where you can get the forms at 3 different places. And they really want you to get these forms.
Yeah, if they're at 3 different places, they really want.
So, A, you could get them at the College of Business building in room 207. Or B, You can go and get them at be.lawtech.edu, or C. You can go on Facebook and go to the Bulldogs Enterprise Facebook group and just acquire those forms that way. But there's only one catch. All the forms that you need have to be filled out by October the 7th at 5 o'clock in the College of Business building in room 207. You know, it's worth the try to just fill out the forms. You know, if you're creative, if you've got an idea, go for it.
Yeah. Stratton, you impress me with your alphabetical skills.
A, B, C.
That's why she got into college. Anyways, Prism is hosting a movie night in GTM Auditorium. It's going to be September 28th at 7 p.m. And in case you were wondering what Prism is, it's formerly known as the Gay Straight Alliance, and it's a really great program. They're really growing. So if you have a chance to check it out, go see the movie night.
I want to go see that. Anyway, Habitat for Humanity is starting soon. I know we have a lot of new freshmen on campus and that are really looking to get involved, or were in Habitat for Humanity in high school. I know I did that in high school, and you know, just fulfilling that in college as well was just something nice, you know, a familiar activity that I could do on campus that, you know, wasn't too overwhelming. Anyway, if you're interested in it, the next interest meeting is October the 4th. You know, go see what it's all about. You may be, you know, really interested in it.
Definitely. And Miss Tech Pageant applications are due October 10th at the Student Activities Desk, and a meeting is going to be held October 10th. It's a mandatory meeting at 4 p.m. So go ahead and get those forms filled out and everything and sent over to the Students Activity Desk.
All right, now for the final thing of our show, our final portion, we have our featured funny, and this week it's the Snoring Pug. Camille, why don't you tell us a little bit about this video?
It's a snoring pug.
Okay. Watch.
Monkey.
Oh, I wish I had a dog so bad. I want one so bad, but I can't have one where I live, so I just kind of pet Molly, her dog, until I get my dog needs out the way, and then, yeah.
Stratton just wants the dog like that pug, so she can have a dog that looks like her when she sleeps.
Whatever.
Okay, so yeah, that's the end of our episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything you want to share with us, email us techtv@latech.edu. I'm Sleepy.
And that's Camille. I'm Stratton. Asking you,
What's up?
What's up?